Right, I've promised myself I'll keep this quick, so here goes. As some of you know, I also do a podcast called the Mature Gamer Podcast. Every year we host a live event where we do a live show, play lots of games, have a big meet-up, lots of fun. This year's event is on Saturday the 30th of July in Nottingham at the Mercure Hotel, which is opposite the National Video Game Arcade. We're doing a live show. We've got a raffle where every £1 you spend on tickets gets you an entry into the raffle. The grand prize in the raffle this year is a 1TB Xbox One with a copy of The Division. We've given away over £3,000 worth of goodies in this raffle over the last few years, including Football Manager goodies. We've given away the doormats, the pint glasses, little fluffy ball things, t-shirts, copies of the game, copies of the mobile versions of the game, lots of stuff. Hopefully we'll hit Sports Interactive up with some Football Manager stuff again this year. If you would like to find out more, or if you are in or around Nottingham on the 30th of July and would like to attend the event, you can find out all the details at maturegamerpodcast.com/mgpx. It's an Indiegogo campaign. It's been running for 4 weeks. It ends a week tomorrow if you're watching this on the day it comes out. So if you are interested, you need to look at that link quick because it will all disappear after that. So it's maturegamerpodcast.com/mgpx. Hello and welcome to part 15 of the Bolton Battle. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode we have another couple of games in the Conference National. Both home games, one against Aldershot, who are down in 23rd place, and the other against Milton Keynes Dons, who are our rivals for sort of a mid-table finish, I guess, hovering just above that relegation. So I say just above. We're 13 points clear of relegation now with 11 games to play. I'd like to think that means we're safe. We win if we win both of these games, we're definitely safe. If we can even pick up maybe 4 points out of these two games, I think that pretty much gets us over the line. Since you were last with me, all was going okay until this happened against Bury, and we lost 7-2. It's odd because, the same goal scorers score in the same order. That's enough to beat St Albans 2-0. Chris Abbott gets a couple. We beat Woking. That's fine. And generally, quite good form. But this, it just sort of came out of nowhere. Lamb got sent off, but we were already 4-0 down at that point, I think, or 4-1 down. We just got absolutely thumped. Bury are top of the league. So if we look at the full league table, they're top of the league, only by a point, but I guess they're the ones who are going to go up this season. So if we're going to get thumped by anybody, I guess we get thumped by Bury. The problem is it puts us back into a negative goal difference again. We'd worked quite hard to get ourselves to break even on the old goal difference thing. So now we've got a little bit of work to do again to try and finish on a positive goal difference, which would be very nice. Top half of the table, positive goal difference. We'll all call it a good season. So their team for today's game against Aldershot, we've got Agito in goal, Barker, Curtis and Grayson as our back four. The two backup fullbacks, because Lamb is suspended off the back of the Bury game and Freeman is injured. No, he's suspended as well. I thought he was injured. I think he got sent out. Right, he was injured because he didn't play in the last game. I guess he's now not injured anymore, but has got himself... I don't understand what's happened there. Perhaps he got sent off as well. No idea. Martin and Finley are in midfield, and then Quinn is in behind Abbott and Mitchell, who are both in excellent form and scoring lots of goals at the moment. So hopefully they can keep that trend up and running today. Because a win against... we're going around in circles here. Are we ever going to get to submit this team? We're getting there. Right. Finally. I've pressed the space bar about a dozen times there. That's ridiculous. So Aldershot are down here in 23rd place. They are all but relegated. They're 11 points clear of safety. They're actually as far away from that relegation line as we are, but the wrong side of it. So a win against today, hopefully, but gets us a step closer to safety and probably all but relegates them. That puts us 1-0 up. If things stay as they are, we're happy bunnies with 10 games to go. Wouldn't it be fun to hit that 50-point target with games to spare? Certainly around Christmas time, around the halfway point. I'm sure... I saw them at comments, bottle job this, bottle job that. Bottle job, my eye. Look at this, mid-table finish coming up here. Better than anyone could have expected. What, you expected back-to-back promotions? Don't be ridiculous. Back-to-back promotions indeed. We've only just got back into the Conference North 3 years ago. Right, Johnson, with a chance to try and prove why he should be starting a few more games. Crosses from deep, it goes nowhere. Crosses again, it comes back out to him. He was so pinpoint with his crossing last year and just doesn't seem to have made the step up as well as anybody else in this team, which is unfortunate. Let's give him another try. Johnson again, comes back out. Johnson for a 4th time, and this time it lands on the toe of Chris Abbott, who makes it 2-0. That's the Johnson we know and love from last year, but it shouldn't take him 4 attempts to get a good cross in. I mean, it's possibly a bit of offside there. Who knows? You could argue that the fact he got 4 attempts and it just kept coming back out of him suggests they were probably all quite good crosses and they were being scrappily defended and making their way back out to him. But, you know, that's how you know you're destined to get relegated, when you get a chance like that and it just bounces back off the post. I could do with another couple of goals in this game just to wrap things up and calm me down a little bit after that Bury game, because that was very traumatic. Abbott's in again here. Oh, Abbott hits the post now. I mean, Abbott has just come to life in this last 5 or 6 games. I mean, I've slagged him off all season, especially on live comms where he's been rubbish in the main. And I'm surprised there haven't been more people calling for Priest to make it back into the side ahead of him, who was obviously the hero of last year. But I'm gonna Mitchell with a beautiful finish. That's his 23rd of the season. I think that's gone top corner, has it? Let's have it. Before I carry on waxing lyrical about Abbott, Mitchell just gives his man the slip and then he has just toe poked that into the top corner, and that is a thing of beauty. But Abbott, yeah, I'm going to take all the credit for persisting with him. Nothing to do with the fact that Priest wasn't in very good form and I kind of felt I had to play the man I signed. Nothing like that at all. I saw what Abbott had. You know, he's a superstar and he's finally showing it now. Right, what is the situation at this point? We're now 15 points clear of relegation with 10 games to go. So not mathematically safe for another 5 games yet, but obviously if we can go and beat McDonald's in the next game, that would get us to 49 points. 9 games to go on 49 points? Unheard of. I mean, I'll have a look at the form table after this, because that Bury result aside, we must be one of the form teams in this division. Certainly in the second half of the season, there can't be many teams who've picked up more points than we have, because we were 5 points adrift at the turnaround, and to be 15 points clear, 10, 12 games later, that's got to take some doing. I tell you what, promotion next year, I feel it. Not if we're defending like that, though, because that ball has bounced twice in our 6-yard box before they've tucked it away, and we haven't had a player make a move for it. In what world do we let the ball bounce twice in our own 6-yard box? Ridiculous. Abbott has just scored an absolute beauty to get his hat-trick. That is his 7th or 8th goal in 3 games. He is in the form of his life, and look how he brings that down and just says to Mitchell, look, you know what, yours was quite a good goal, but I'm just going to do this, and over to you, little fella. See if you can beat that. I mean, this is just one of the most ridiculous runs of form I've ever had a striker go, and it's Christian Arendt worthy. So he had 7 goals in 4 games now. That is mad. Right, let's make some substitutions. We're going to bring Glover on for Quinn, as we always seem to do. We're also going to bring Leon Scriven on for Finley, because Finley's just coming back from injury. And Scriven, he's been around the squad for 2 years now. He's not on a contract at the moment. Just sort of tooting around, not earning anything. He's just earned £325 for me bringing him on the pitch for 20 minutes. So probably should have thought before I brought him on. But you know what? I said all that, and I still had time to cancel it, and I didn't. I think, we scored 4 goals today. Give the man £325. Who cares? He might score a goal and then it's fine. But, just give him a game here and there. Squad number 39. He probably thinks he's an Elka. Why am I... Anelka, did he play? He did play for Bolton, didn't he? I bet he even wore the number 39 for Bolton. There you go. Scriven, this is his nod to Nicholas Anelka. Right, Abbott, can he get his 4th of the game? It's found its way out to Johnson, who can cross in. Abbott has just got his 4th of the game. He is closing in on Mitchell to be our top goal scorer now, and he's exploded out of nowhere with 8 goals in 4 games at this point. His 4th goal of the day, And again, I mean, it's just another tidy finish. I don't know why I paused that midway through. What I do want to do is make a substitution. I'm going to bring Chris Priest on. Do we take Abbott off? I don't see how we can. We'll bring Priest on for Mitchell. We just have to leave Abbott on. I know he's tired, but the way he's played today, you wouldn't bet against him getting a 5th goal. This is vindicating the whole Bury thing. Bury, what happened at Bury? Who cares? We've just gone and scored 5 goals against Aldershot, and Glover very nearly. I mean, he did really well to keep hold of the ball there. And, go on, let's have a 6th, lads. Let's have a 5th goal for Chris Abbott, my new hero. How'd you get a Bolton shirt with 22 Abbott on the back? I want one. There you go, 5-1. That'll do very nicely. Thank you very much. Now we go and take on the mighty McDonald's. Oh, this game has taken so long to come round. We've grown some new players while we've been waiting. This year's new youth intake, 2 notable promising players come through. One of them, Derek Byrne, looks like very soon he could actually be ready for the first team. It might be time to start letting him hover around the bench a little bit towards the end of this season. Obviously only 16 years old, but young target man, already ability of 1 star, potential to be 4.5 stars maybe, with the 1 shaded out on there. Looks like he could be awesome, and he's also quite quick as well. I'm thinking we might have a blossoming complete forward on our hands here, which would be awesome, because I do like a complete forward. Who cares that he's selfish? He's not very professional, but he's quite quick, balanced personality, could improve a lot. Acceleration. What other positions can he play in? Can play in a couple of positions. Well, I never. He can play out on the wing as well. So he looks like quite a good option. And Stephen Banks, young goalkeeper. Bizarre. He's a young goalkeeper. Just come through on the youth intake. Who'd have thought? Only 1 on his first touch. Devastating. But has the potential to be a 4-star keeper. So better than any keeper we've currently got at the club. And he's a good shot stopper. So, you know, that's handy, isn't it? Hold on. Strongest attribute, shot stopping. Weakest attribute, his shot stopping could do with some additional work. Jury, what's his shot stopping like? Where does shot stopping even live on this thing? Not even on there. Fantastic. So it's both a strength and a weakness for Stephen Banks. Brilliant. Let's get into the game against MK Dons. This is the team that we're going to be playing, if it ever loads up. Not really changed much from the last game. The only thing is Freeman is now no longer suspended, so he comes in for Johnson, who drops down to the bench. Other than that, we are unchanged. Lamb's still suspended because, you know, that's what happens when you karate kick a man. Right. Oh, this will take us to 4. I remember now. It's been a 14-day waiting game since the last time. I mean, I don't know if you remember, I didn't have a beard for the first game, but it's been so long with the youth intake and all that stuff going on. Norwood's been sacked as Ipswich manager, for those of you keeping track of Ipswich. And Gerard Nash, who was the under-18 manager while my dad was there, has been made interim manager. He started caretaker manager, knocked Inter Milan out of the Europa League by scoring 6 goals away at Inter, and they've made him interim manager, I guess, until the end of the season. What has just happened? Agito, what are you playing at? I mean, you've just seen we've got a new lad who's a good and bad shot stopper, who's probably breathing down your neck already. What's just happened here? I mean, what's happened? What's happening there? Oh, dearie me. Oh, what did he do? So, good and bad shot stopper. Banks was his name, wasn't it? I mean, a goalkeeper called Banks. I don't suppose you can go wrong with that, can you? Let's get him into the side immediately. Let's get rid of Eggs. I can't lose to MK Dons. It just doesn't feel right. It's not a habit I've ever got myself into as a posh fan. I don't know why there's a rivalry between it. They want to be rivals with us because, you know, since they stole a club and moved it, I guess we're their nearest rivals because they don't know Luton or Watford are a thing that exists, or Northampton or any of these other things. So they seem to like to pick a fight with us. And I don't know. I'm a posh. Did I mention I'm a posh fan? Probably mentioned I'm a posh fan. Yeah. We've just equalised, by the way. Back onto real football. Quinn's just scored. It's 1-1. And that puts us 47 points. See, I want that 49 to end the episode out. I think a win today and we are safe. I mean, at the moment, We are 17 points clear with 9 games to go. 19 points clear with 8 games to go. I think that's just about that. No one's making up 18 points in 9 games, surely. Right, Abbott finds Finley. Finley out to Freeman. Let's have one of your super duper special crosses. Go on, whip it. What are you doing losing the ball? Finley again to Quinn. Try again, Freeman. Super duper special cross. That's more like it. And Abbott makes it 2-1. Oh, look at the form this man is in. What's this? 9 goals in 5 games now for Chris Abbott. I mean, he must be closing in on Mitchell's goal-scoring record that he's on at the moment, which already is a Bolton record, because apparently records reset when they got relegated out of the league. Was it Hitball who was our top league scorer last season? Oh, we're in again. Mitchell's in. Hits it straight at their keeper. Sloppy. Thought you wanted to be top scorer, young man. You're not going to do that when Abbott's alongside you scoring for fun and you're missing chances like that. Right, 49 points, eh? I like it. They're attacking again. I don't like this so much. That has surely been run out of play. And Agito almost makes up for his calamitous goal that he conceded by, from what I can gather, caught the ball and fell over his own goal line. Grayson knee-high tackle, gets away with it. I'm assuming it's knee-high. It's difficult to tell from up here. Freeman absolutely wellies it clear from the free kick. And hopefully we're going to go in 1-up at the break. Chance to have a suck on a segment of orange and a half cup of warm tea. Get back out there and batter them in the second half. That's what it's all about. Come on, lads. Whew. That was a long speech. I feel like I've just done a motivational halftime team talk. I need to get myself an Oculus Rift. I assume if you play Football Manager wearing one of them, you can just do the team talk like this. And it just all sort of feeds into the game and works. Football Manager Oculus Rift version. Want that now. Probably wouldn't make for the best videos. I'm there with my silly hat on, looking around at spreadsheets moving around me. But match day would be awesome. Although it would be surreal watching the super speed from a helicopter match view we all know and love. If I was really there stood on the touchline, it'd make for some long videos. There you go. That's your topic for the comments. It's not often I ask you to comment, but you can comment saying Mitchell's just made it 3-1. He wants top goal scorer as well. But Football Manager with a VR headset. Yay or nay? There you go. That's your comments topic. Mitchell brought that down nicely. Just tucked it away. I mean, their keeper, he always looked like he just didn't feel confident saying, whatever's coming here, I'm not going to save it. I'm just going to sort of weakly fall over and lean back a little bit. And now Andre Glover's going to come on, who probably feels quite hard done by that he's not in the team on this run of form that we're on, because he has been an excellent player for us again this season, but has just lost his place to Martin and Finley, who've formed an excellent partnership since Finley appeared at the club. We've got the 2 lads who came in from Macclesfield in the summer, Alan and the other one, who might even have been Martin. There's someone else who was playing earlier in the season, probably Glover. But Alan, I can't even remember where he's gone. I don't even know why he's not in the team anymore. But I thought he was going to be a superstar, and I don't think he's played since Christmas. And Finley's just come in, took over, and I guess Alan will be leaving the club at some point. Hodgson has just left, by the way. Last year's star left on a free transfer, mutual termination. He'd had enough, wanted out. Bye-bye, Hodgson. So that's a bit of a shame. He just couldn't make the step up to this level. He made maybe 1 substitute appearance this season. So he says bye-bye as part of the youth intake coming in. I think we've got a better part of the deal. We've got a goalkeeper called Banks, who's a good bad shot stopper. Right. I feel like bringing Fletcher on just to shore things up a little bit at the back with his super speed. And I'm going to bring him on for Curtis just so that as our quickest defender, he's in there covering, just nipping in and hopefully snuffing out any hassle that these strikers cause in this last 10 minutes where we really want to hold on, because this puts us, we're closing in on the top half of the table now, and that is just, would be unthinkable from where we were at the halfway point of this season. But MK Dons are breaking. They're going to get one back, aren't they? Just because I was talking smack about them, and now they're going to show me what's what. What's what. Exactly. Who's next on our radar? See, the real Wimbledon are up there in 10th place. It'd be nice to try and finish up there with them. And I think, are we holding on? Oh, why would it be a Milton Keynes highlight now? Oh, no. Eggs holds on. Right, well, I think it might be time to change his name. We've just had a double win episode. I think they were always the rules. So, here you go. He becomes, finally, even though terrible goalkeeping in that match, but it kind of made me love him a little bit more. So there you go. Eggs is now in goal for us. We're going to have a quick look at the league table before you depart, and I want to switch it and look at it on form. I don't know how far back the form goes. I've got a feeling it only looks at the last 5 games, so it won't necessarily be as impressive as I want. I want to see kind of the last 10 or 15 games, because I reckon we must be in playoff form, if not challenging for automatic promotion, the form that we've been in since the halfway point of this season. So let's have a look. Oh, yeah, learn to press the buttons. There we go. That doesn't feel like what I wanted to see. Stages is probably what I want to see. There you go. League table. See, that's not what I want. I'll tell you what though, last 5 games, if it hadn't been for Bury, we've actually got a positive goal difference despite Bury scoring 7 goals past us. That's how good we've been in. Good form we've been in, apart from that one game. I mean, that bodes well for next season. This is good stuff. And there we are, 13th place, 9 games left. We're safe now. And now it's all, how high can we finish? We're actually closer to the playoffs than relegation at this point. Not going to happen, is it? But wouldn't it be good fun to try? If you've enjoyed today's episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching. And maybe, sorry MK Dons fans, maybe.